Hello and very welcome to a new video. Today I'd like to introduce my 3 new riser generator models. As the name implies, it's useful for transitions. And the main reason why I created them is I didn't want to do the same editings over and over again. So I thought, how can I build a sleek pipeline or a sleek workflow to speed up building transitions? So mainly transitions consist out of a snare riser, a bass drum riser, and some sound effect risings. So what I've done is, let's start with the snare. So this is the snare generator, and if you open this up, the first thing is the MIDI notes. As you can see here, it's just a long note playing, and with this note repeat model you can create the repetition of the drumming. So let me start and then you know what I'm talking about. So it's always meant to be that you can change everything by opening this up and change, for example, the speed just by raising up this amount of the LFO. You get the idea, right? So this is for the notes. And here you have the model, the generator, so to say, alright, let's put it like this. So that's the snare generating model. And basically it's part of the new Bitwig drum models. And it works like this. So you can activate, for example, pitch, and then it's again the same thing. Here you can change the pitch volume. Then decay. You can change the way how the decay behaves. Change the way how the snappiness. And the cool thing is that you can draw this in really easily without doing all the automations in the track line itself. So it's the same logic for each parameter. And then, in addition, you can also add effects on this. So here's on-off, here's the dry-wet, and for example, let's put saturation on it. And you can again also here change the amount. And the dry wet to each signal, or add a high pass. Probably. Or flanger. Chorus. Phaser. Crusher. So you get the idea, right? So you get the idea. And the same thing I've done for bass, for the bass drum. Also note repetition, in addition that you can change the parameters for the modulation of the kick oscillators here. Let's switch to this. So if I disable, it's just the note of the bass drum just re-triggered. And also here, in addition, effects. And the third generator is the riser, a rising generator. And this is more of a concept. So what I've done, I took this XY pad and put in each slot different synths, or at least in this case it's just noise. And then you can mix them in between. And also manipulate them from here. So you can change LFO mount, which is in this case routed to the pitch. Here you can change how the speed of the LFO does behave. And also here you have the same possibilities adding effects. And then you can mix it with the drumming. So basically the idea is that you can easily drag wherever you want to have like a transition or a riser, where you want to have these kind of transitions, you can easily drag it in. With this amount you can change the size, so the length of the transition. And then by just drawing in the parameters and put them on and off, you can be very, very fast in editing these transitions, because otherwise you always have to do this in the automation lane, and then that gets a little bit messy over time. And yeah, with this it's just condensed in one instrument, so to say, and just copy and paste it in your project, and then you can use it. So I hope you find this useful. I will provide the instruments separately and also the whole project. And of course, with the riser generator, feel free to exchange the sounds which are in each slot here with your own taste. So therefore I was saying it's just a concept. So, but yeah, and also these are the basic settings. You can also exchange from the oscillator side of things, from the synth side of things. You can, of course, change everything on your taste and tweak it like you want. So I hope you find this useful, and I would be happy if you subscribe and like, so you can grab the stuff from my Patreon page. And yeah, see you next time. Thank you and bye bye.